along with you.
Out of
one of those days.
Today,
Just listen to this song. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do the thing?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do the
Hey,
thing.
it's Derailed.
Derailed.
I'm your host.
I'm the host.
Eric.
Nick.
Get your goddamn train off of these rails. This is Derailed, and I am Bradley Bodie.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think Brad
I really
yeah.
liked that, actually.
Brad might have earned hosting duties.
It was a bit profane for profane's sake,
Agreed.
which,
Yeah.
you know, I'm hit and miss on.
I
but
thought we were allowed to speak freely.
We are.
We are?
Within
Well,
reason.
Big fat load of cum then.
God.
That was just icky.
Jesus.
His
His Lord, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth.
Oh,
I'm your host,
Ringling
Bradley
Brothers?
Bodine.
Yeah.
We're here
was
with...
that Barnum and Bailey's?
One of them, but we don't hurt elephants, and we're really funny.
True.
So we're even better than the greatest show on earth. And welcome to it.
Welcome. We hear a lot about P.T. Barnum, but we don't hear much about Bernard Bailey.
Was that his name?
I have no fucking idea because he
yeah.
is not as famous as P.T. I also don't know what P.T. stands for.
Patrick.
Tom.
Tracy.
Tim.
Shout out.
Pete Tim.
Pat Tim Barnum.
Paul. Tom.
And his partner Bailey from the WWE. Apparently,
yeah.
just Bailey.
Shout outs. Real quick, also, speaking of shout outs. Happy birthday, Bethany, right?
Happy birthday,
There
Bethany!
you go. You've done it.
The big 2-9.
You've done it.
29 years.
Yeah.
Years
Years?
of age.
Yeah. Yeah, she did it.
I get it. It's a bit.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's a fun.
I
It's
like
a fun.
it.
We like bits.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Welcome to the greatest show on earth.
Well, happy birthday, Bethany.
Happy birthday. I was trying to say that incorrectly.
Yep.
On purpose, but fucked it up. So,
You've earned it.
Happy Beth any day.
happy birthday is what I was trying to do.
Birth.
BRIRTH.
Yes.
Birth. What's
Fellas?
up? You want to do something?
No, you guys go ahead.
If I could have the floor. My bad.
But also a shout outs and a very happy anniversary to our grandparents who I hope don't listen to this.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yes.
If anybody shows this to them,
Certainly not this episode
I'm
because
pretty upset.
I came in pretty hot from the
You
get-go,
came in
didn't
hot,
I?
right?
We did there was a big party yesterday for our grandparents' 70th wedding anniversary.
It was beautiful.
Dude.
It was so nice.
What?
Hundreds of people.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Legitimately
That's
hundreds of
crazy.
people.
I wonder what medal represents the 70th anniversaries. To where 25 is copper, right?
Right.
50
50
is
silver, I believe.
I guess 75 would be gold then.
Yeah. 70 is,
Tungsten carbide.
there it is. I couldn't think of a funny sounding metal, and you fixed it for me. Thanks, buddy.
Good job.
You have my back,
You're a good dude.
and I have your front.
He takes my front from me all the time.
I will take your front.
Today you guys are doing great.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
And
It's good to have you back.
It's a good day. It's 'cause
sometimes I'm okay to just back up and just listen
Yeah.
to you two just ping pong it back and forth a little bit. And that's fun for me.
Fair enough.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I do have a list of things that we can get to today.
That's very
Sweet.
cool. That's very cool.
Let's start here
Okay.
because I want to know what you guys think about this because this is such a frequent occurrence now. Back in the day, you would go out to eat to a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant. You would have your food, then you would get the bill, and then you would pay the bill, but on top of that, you would leave what's known as a tip
Yeah.
for your waiter or
Yeah.
waitress, specifically and only at a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You don't go to McD's
No.
and you go, thanks for all that. Here's a little something extra for you.
Side note, I worked at McDonald's in high school in the 90s and was offered tips.
Yeah.
We were not allowed to take them.
No.
Can't do it.
We could not take tips as a McDonald's employee in the 90s. Nowadays, I drive through a coffee shop. let's say, where it's already $7 for a cup of coffee.
Right.
And then they do the move where, you give them the card, so thank you, and then they stick the little thing out the window, and then here's what they say. There's just going to be a couple questions here for you.
Right, dude. Hey. You come at me like a man. You'd be like, and here's where you can leave a tip. Mm-hmm.
There's just going to be a couple questions here for you.
And fill out a quick little questionnaire about whether or not you want to pay more money.
So as I'm waiting for the questions, it just says, tip,
Right.
this amount, this amount, this amount. And I'm like,
Or no is also an option.
Right.
Yeah.
And then how big of a dick are you when you just go, no?
I mean, a huge one, I think, in most people's eyes. In a lot of people's eyes. Here's where I'm at.
Okay.
If I order something and then go pick it up, right? Like I ordered delicious bar food from our local
Bar.
What the heck's it called?
I don't know.
Singamo. There it is.
Oh, that's a good place.
Yeah. And I just order the food. They make the food. I go pick the food up,
Yep.
and I pay for the food. And they're like, "All right." And then, were you satisfied with your service? Like you didn't. You just
It's
made
going to
the
be a
food.
couple questions here for you.
Yeah. The answer is going to be no.
Yeah.
The answer is no. I'm sorry. No. Let me fix that. I'm not sorry. Oh, you cooked it. You cooked it.
Yep.
If you are bringing me multiple drinks, if you are taking away my soiled dishes,
Yep.
huh? If you're coming in and checking on me when I have a mouthful of food, talking about how's everything tasting, and I'm like, whoa, good.
Yeah.
Then I'll tip you.
Yep.
Because you served me.
Yes, I agree. And waiters and waitresses, here's the difference. They're still getting paid lower than minimum wage
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
because a big part of their income is tips, and that's so yes, you tip them. However, the coffee shop, no.
Yeah.
They're paying
Yeah. You're
over minimum wage.
You are making your wage.
I go into a different place to just get beans because, as you guys know, as I've talked about, I've got an espresso maker at home and
Magical fruit.
coffee beans, espresso beans, and I grind them but even when I go in there, no, it's cool. I powered through. Brad,
I'm still listening.
You popped them. You popped good there. Look
It was
at him.
magical fruit, dude.
Yeah.
That's what got me.
He turned him into Red Brad there for a second.
Got me
It
good.
was happy red bread.
But not
at least.
mad
Yeah,
Brad.
Yeah.
Pissed Brad.
I'm not mad. I'm just stressed out and I'm pissed off. Okay. All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little inside joke. But
Get your fart beans.
right, go ahead. And I go in, and this is what I do. I walk up to the register. To the right of the register are a bunch of coffee beans in bags. I grab one. I set it down.
Yeah.
She scans it in, and then goes,
It's just
it's
got
going to be a couple questions for you. And it's already $20 for this
Right.
bag of beans. And
Yeah.
those couple questions are, and now I understand it. It's, what do you want to leave? A 15? A 20? A 25 even?
Yeah. Or are you a dick?
And I'm like, why am I giving $3 extra?
Yeah. Because you are standing here?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Tipping has gotten out of control.
Agreed.
It has. I typically will draw tip Ickley.
Nice.
You
Well
fucking
done.
like that, America?
Well done.
Hell yeah, it's the magical fruit. Don't try and fuck me up. I'm starting to talk. So he did it. I'll draw lines where you were getting at too. You were talking about sit down restaurants, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not going in a place and sitting, then typically,
Yep.
then typically I'm not gonna tip.
Yeah.
Is the thing. I equate going through a drive-through is the same as any sort of pickup order where it's like, no, I just came here and got it. Nobody had to do stuff repeatedly for me.
Right.
I'm not like judging you on how you served me over a period of time and telling you how well you did with a monetary value.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Now, in places I do tip, there's always just a baseline. Like, they're getting 50% regardless of whether it was good or bad. Like you said.
50?
15.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Baseline
It's like Brad.
15-ish. You know what I mean? Hey, you're getting a 5 or a 10 or whatever out of the gate, even if you were terrible. Because your wages are affected by this. Like,
Yeah.
they're getting paid less than men.
Yeah.
If you do good, then it's like, psh, what are we doing?
So there, I'm 100%
20?
on board. You tip well when they do bad?
Yeah.
Just out of the gate, there's a default level. It's like, hey, you're at least going to get paid your fucking minimum wage for the time you served me.
Right.
You know?
That's fair. It hasn't been very often, but there have been a few. I'm sorry, were you not finished?
The one last thing is because I understand people have bad days.
Yeah.
And we've been
100%.
in tipping businesses as
Yeah.
well.
If they're slammed and the service sucks, that's clearly not their
Oh,
fault.
yeah,
You're
they-
getting a fat tip from me, as a matter of fact.
Exactly.
NFT.
A big FT.
Yeah.
But if the whole place is dead and the service still sucks,
Yeah, then
and the
you
waiter
found out
or
why.
waitress comes by my table like one time and we're sitting there with empty drinks, I'm not tipping you fat. I'm tipping you, but I'm
Right.
tipping you poorly. And even a couple times I tip you poorly and write a sad face after.
Oh, no, dude.
Well, you know,
But,
Oh, they're gonna post about you on Facebook.
Yeah.
that's fine.
you know,
That's fine.
even if you did bad, you'll still get just the tip.
So
Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
okay, yeah, you gotta finish that up. I
I always finish, Eric. Better go.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Sorry,
yeah,
everybody.
because for us, yeah, every time.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Never
easy.
fails.
Yeah, it's pretty
just,
easy,
Yep.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, of course.
Man, I'm finna whip this
Yeah, of
hoe.
course.
Right. Don't even have to ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Earlier today. Just kidding. JK.
Hey, buddy.
So I'm a straight up 20%er,
Yeah.
right?
That's my default.
No, I like
yeah.
that.
It's good, bad. And if it's real good, I'll bump it up.
Certainly.
But even if it's bad, you know what? 20%, I'm going to smile real big at you and tell you thank you so much.
Yeah, and that you're doing a great job.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
And you're
subscribe.
just sitting in your head for being a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Son of
yeah.
a bitch.
I subscribe to your bad day. You know, just it's a bad day. This is it's a tough job. You talk to anybody in like the actual food service industry.
Yeah.
It's a tough,
Fucking
thankless
sucks.
job.
It is
right.
Yeah, most days are bad days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I, I always try to bring it up a notch a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's one thing, but I'm all about let's normalize not tipping for other things.
Right.
Pure.
Yeah.
To the point where I feel like establishments need to have something posted that says,
A sign on the wall that just says, don't tip here, dude.
well, not even that, just that says we pay our employees bare minimum of minimum wage, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
our employees don't make less than minimum wage. Feel free to tip if you'd like,
Sure.
right? But don't feel obligated. Something like that. And then also, our employees' main source of income is tips. Please keep that in mind.
Sure.
Right. Is that like, because come on. Because come on.
Right.
Come on is accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I just bought toothpaste. I don't need to give you fucking $6.
because come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Forget about it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Have you guys
Come
ever
on,
been?
Eileen.
Have you guys ever been in a pay it forward situation?
No.
I break it. I break it.
You're like, oh, sweet, thanks, man.
You know, a lot of the stuff we talk about on this show leads me to the realization that I'm not a great person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've twice in my life that's happened, and both times I was like, oh, cool.
That's nice. I get a free one today.
Yeah. They go, we're doing a pay it forward. This like it started a few cars before you. It's really great, right? I'm like, yeah.
But what if you just
And then they're waiting for me to be like, I'll go ahead, but I'm just like, cool.
Like, what if you had just ordered a coffee, but the guy behind you ordered,
That's-
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 taters.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm doing the thing.
yeah, like, then you're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. So
I ask
you ask what they
100%.
Okay.
They have to tell you.
okay.
You can't just be like, yeah,
Can't
charge
just
whatever.
take your money without you being aware.
Yeah.
And so I went through, a coffee establishment, and this has been a couple of years. And they said, right, well, the car in front of you paid for you, so, there's been a pay it forward thing going on. And I go, oh, cool. It was just me.
Yeah.
One drink.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice of them.
Yeah.
I said, okay, what do the people behind me have? And she's like, what? I was like, what do they have?
Right, what'd they get?
She's like, it looks like they've got 3 drinks.
No.
And I was like, I'm not doing that. She's like, oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I'm just not going to do that.
And then she's like, oh, okay, well.
oh, okay.
And then
I'm like,
she still
yeah.
hands you the thing. She's like, we need you to just answer a couple questions
And I was
for
like,
me real quick.
I was
And-
like, $0.
yeah. Give
Give me my drink for free.
Right,
You
thank
get
you.
nothing.
I broke it.
I'm out of here.
I broke it.
Yeah. It was a real good drink that day.
Fuck them.
Spilled it on my
Fuck
lap.
them drinks, dude.
Whoever bought me that Big Mac value meal all those years
Yeah.
ago, thank you very much.
BMVM.
To the person behind me,
You say
you were never the wiser because you didn't know about the Pay It Forward program because I broke it.
right, dude.
Unless they told them, like,
I hope
So
they did.
like, just so you know,
just
there was a pay it forward thing going. They were like, ooh. And they were like, and then the guy in front of you was like, nah.
no.
He just took his free one.
Yeah.
He said, oh, cool, and then say shit else. dude. Oh, great. And then that's it.
No, man. In that situation, you should be like, let's celebrate. We just witnessed the payoff of it. Here it is. This is the moment this was all for. It's
Yeah.
right now.
It all comes down to me.
Yeah, thank
Getting
you for
shit
my
free.
Everything comes to
caramel
an end.
macchiato. That's all it is, dude.
Everything comes to an end.
100%. Why did you say that twice and more emphatically the second time?
Because it's time for this segment to come to an
a
end.
bit foreboding.
It's not like we have nothing better to do.
Uh-oh! I wish we had a song for this one. Guys, I've been thinking about changing the scope of this segment a little bit. Instead of it just being about shitty people commenting shitty things on the internet, it'll be more about just when you fuck around on the internet for a bit and the things
Okay.
you witness.
Okay.
Because at that point, I ain't got nothing better to do but fuck around on the internet.
Right, yeah.
But I will open it up with somebody who said something shitty on the internet.
Sweet.
There's a meme video of a kid out there doing the selfie thing, whatever. He's just getting off work at probably a fast food place. He's like, yo, what up? We about to hit up these, help! Somebody help me! And it's hilarious. And he's deadpan at the camera, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
And it's blown up into this thing. Just a funny video,
Okay.
guys, right? Anyways, some guy gets on, and he decides to comment.
Uh-oh.
I hope one day he needs help and no one comes because of this video.
Oh my God,
Christ.
dude.
I had nothing better to do that morning.
Yes.
So I commented in reply to this gentleman. I said, James, I hope you pee all of your poop forever. And that's the end of just that one. So take that, James. You silly piece of.
Did James respond to you?
garbage? No. No, I never got a reply from
That's
James.
too bad.
I about spit my coffee all over my computer and this microphone just now.
So
James didn't respond because he knew he was playing with a baddie.
right.
After that
dude.
comment, he's like, I got nothing on that.
How
dude.
do you respond to
Jesus
that?
Right.
If you're
Christ.
James,
Yeah.
how do you
What do
respond?
you say?
Yeah, I mean,
You
and
pee all your poop forever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pedigo, you be James.
Okay. And respond.
Hypothetically,
yeah,
respond to
you're,
that. You're
you're
James.
like a 70-something-year-old Caucasian man on the internet.
You just wish.
Yeah,
you just
it's
wished ill will upon a child.
I hope that someday you really do need help, but nobody helps you because of what you did in this video, and I'm upset.
Right. James, I hope you pee all of your poop forever.
Yeah? Well, guess what, dumbass? My dad was in WW2.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd have joined, but I had a bad back. Still watched all my buddies pass and nah.
Yeah.
I just wasn't there with them.
So, yeah,
That's how I would respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I like it.
Instant rage.
And your acting is just so on par, dude.
definitely.
Thanks, buddy.
You're one of my favorite actors.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so that was a very disarming statement that you made, Brad,
Right.
apparently.
It
Because
James didn't have anything else to say after that. And
So we went to instant rage. It's the only emotion he's
Just
comfortable
good.
with.
That's what's
I
up.
don't know James personally, but I feel like I do. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to imagine how that landed with James when he got a notification that, like, Bradley responded to your comment. And he's like, oh, my poop forever?
Forever, dude.
Does that mean, hold on, does that mean my poop comes out of my pee hole?
Right.
Because ouch. Or does that mean all of my poop from here on out
Yeah.
is in pee form?
Right.
Right.
Which is just inconvenient.
Is he just wishing diarrhea on me, or is
Right.
this like a
Forever.
far more nefarious my poop comes out my bladder now.
Right. Do you turn into an extruder, a Play-Doh toy? You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
Anyways, I got more.
I don't know, dude.
We can move past James.
Oh, good. All right, there's
Last
more
week-
to this segment. I was trying to milk that segment for all it's worth there, but you got
there's more
Good,
past
good,
James.
good.
I just wanted to come in hot with a good one from the get-go. And it worked,
Okay,
dude.
good. All right, we were trying to riff on that for a little bit. Good, we can
It
go.
worked
Let's
out.
do
It worked
more.
out.
Good, this is fun.
Last
Fun.
week we talked a little bit about country names, and we brought up these guys. One of them was called Lance Curtis, but what it really is both of them together. If you want to check them out, people, it's Land Law Music. All those are in capital letters. Feel free to explore it if you like country music.
Nah.
So there you go, guys. Have a shout out there because I'm about to talk so much shit. They've been putting up more videos and everything, and I've been going through the comments sections because they're hilarious.
Yeah, I noticed.
So just a little bit of baseline for people who maybe didn't listen last week. It's just a couple of country boys making some country music, and
What, are they local or something? Who are these? Okay.
nope, they've been paying for advertising, so their shorts
Yeah.
are coming up in my algorithm.
Oh, okay.
In my personal humble opinion, it's not that great, but that's
Sure.
just me.
Sure, but do your art.
Sure, do your thing, guys.
Try super hard and have fun.
Enjoy yourselves.
And it
That's
looks
what
like
it's
that's
about.
what you're doing.
Having a good time, and if that's happening, then great.
Anyway, my buddy Brad's about to talk a little bit of shit about you, but it's
These
okay.
aren't-
You know, if
we've
you're going to put
heard-
yourself out there, you got to be ready for this kind of
Yeah.
shit. You know, you need a thicker skin if this is
True.
going to bother you. But
Right.
Still make your art. Go ahead, Brad.
Right. No, thank you. I've expressed how I felt about these guys pretty well. Right. Hey, not my cup of tea, but do your thing. I have better things to do than comment on their videos, but other people don't have anything better to do than comment on their videos. So here's what the internet thinks about land law, guys. Because they go, it's waking up, looking your truck and looking for another pay. Anyways,
It's not great.
no, it's not
Yeah,
that
it's
great.
not.
But somebody hops on there, they just go, hate from Southern Indiana. It's just
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
just delivering some hate.
Hate. Okay.
Oh, I thought you said, hey.
That's what I thought
No,
you said too.
Right. Hate from
Hate
Southern
from
Indiana.
Southern
Now
Indiana.
I like
That's
that.
really
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Sorry, it didn't come out clear. I was
Just one letter.
Yeah.
Made that something that I despised. It was something that I truly find
I
hilarious.
think that's one of the greatest comments
Yeah.
of all time, as a matter of fact.
hate from
Just
Southern
sending it
Indiana.
your
yeah.
way. I hate you. That's
Just
where
so
I'm
you
from.
know, your music is reaching out, and fucking, I don't like it, and
Yeah.
this is where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And then
appreciate
another
that.
person was like, I feel like I'm living in a fever dream, or this is purgatory and I'm being punished. Hate from Kentucky, as always. As always. Oh, okay. So these guys just got
So mean.
sponsored by a local, not local to us, local to them, heating and cooling business.
Of course. God.
So they're doing a commercial where it starts with
saw
them
that.
going, away it's waking up and busting your butt and trying to get a little extra pay. Hey guys, this is Land Law Music here at
they just
whatever
sing the
heating
first
and
line
cooling.
of the song, and then they're like, "Hey, we're those famous guys."
Really?
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
they're just
and then hate from Southern
So, hey,
Indiana.
from Southern
Wow.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Another guy comments, business owner comes outside. For the last time, stop doing those videos in my parking lot. Because then there was something about like, well, we just witnessed the end of so-and-so heating and cooling and shit. And it's like, yeah, that was probably a bad decision on their part.
They should have got Shaq to do their ads.
Yeah.
He does all
All of
the
them.
ads.
Oh, man. Yeah.
He does.
Shaq's great.
Yeah.
Shaq's great.
Shaq's great. He
Jones
is.
Barbecue and Foot Massage. Fucking. Then somebody just posted, it's a meme of David Schwimmer from Friends giving kind of a, what the heck is that look,
right,
And it
right,
just
right.
says, this guy definitely fingers his cats.
Okay.
And I thought that was hilarious on the
Jeez
shitter this
Louise.
morning. It's wild. Because it's the one dude going, it's waking up and busting your butt
Busting
and
your
trying
butt.
to get a little extra pay.
Come on.
It's not
The
great.
lyrics sound like they're written by Chat AI.
They do.
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said, "Hey, write a country song that sounds like country songs."
Right.
But it's just the country music pandering.
I hate
to
it.
It's so annoying.
I legitimately cannot believe that it works.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah.
you don't do that stuff.
Every song includes Friday night,
Working hard.
Yeah, new boots. A
Busting
lot of
your
them.
butt.
I always go into this. A lot of them
Dusty old boots.
will bring up the good old days fishing with Grandpa.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's taking her out when you get home to the creek for a fishing day.
There you go. And I cannot believe that people are like, yeah, they're talking about me.
It works.
Fuck yeah. I
It
love
works.
this song now.
Well, buddy, low-hanging fruit is still delicious sometimes. And a lot of people want to gobble it up. That's just the way it is.
A lot
just
of
the way
hate
it
on
is.
this episode
You're
so
right.
far.
But anyways, hey,
Yeah.
good job, guys. You're getting views. If they get anything
Yeah.
out of this, it's some viewership.
Way to go,
And that's-
boys. You
there
tricked
go.
them.
So,
You tricked them.
where I want to transition from this, I think, is going to inspire more hate. So I'm
Sweet.
sorry, but
Okay.
I think it's okay. 'Cause
100% okay. I mean, I'm not done, but that's fine. No, it's been a long set.
There's only one logical transition on my list, and it's not erotic literature.
Dang it.
Even though we're going to get to that.
Okay, good.
That's going to be hot.
It's mullets because I feel like they're pandering to people who have brought mullets back.
Right?
And that's the thing. Mullets are straight up back.
Oh, yeah. And
Boys.
yeah. They have been. This isn't news. I'm sorry, Eric.
I know.
You go ahead.
I know it's not new. I'm not
Not
breaking
news
news
to
to
me.
anybody, but
Right.
it's something where a couple of years ago mullets became a thing again, and I'm like, this is gonna end soon,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
has
yeah,
not.
yeah.
It has not
And it
ended.
has, and it's
And it-
still just kind of,
They're there,
Yeah.
and they're not good.
no.
And
It's a token of pride to have a shitty mullet. The shittier the mullet, the better it looks by today's standards.
I don't know.
I think that's an element of
I don't understand it because here's the thing: I grew up with a mullet.
it. Right.
I was a child. I was born in 1980. Late 80s, it was mullets, and we all had them. And it wasn't like an ironic thing or I'm embracing my trashiness.
Right.
We thought it looked cool.
Because
Right.
it did.
It did, yeah.
at the time.
Yeah, because we were stupid then.
Right.
We were
Well, I
children.
mean,
we didn't know better.
Things were stupid.
Beehive hairdos looked good in the 50s.
Right.
You know, trends come and go.
And then when we look back, we go, oh man.
Yeah.
Look how stupid that
Right.
was.
Boy, I feel foolish
Right.
for allowing that to happen as a 6-year-old.
Oh my God, I had a mullet.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Aw, man.
Judging this
I
by
had a
today's
mullet.
standards, I was a fucking idiot for
Right.
saying, yeah, do that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then later in my teens, I was like, you know, it'd be cool, frosted tips.
Yeah, I love nice frosty.
I had those too.
Yes, right. Of course you did. And then because you know why? Because they looked cool, we thought. But now we're like, that was dumb.
God dang it.
Don't frost them. People still frost some tips these days. Just not us. Just not us.
Yeah, we don't.
Some people have mullets these days. Sorry, that's the whole point of this conversation, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm bad at this.
Oh, I think you're doing a great job. Yeah. We're happy to have you, and
Thanks,
we
guys.
hope you stick around. I'm gonna hit you with some news.
Okay.
I don't mind them. I think they're cool.
Okay.
I think Dom Mysterio looks awesome.
Yes.
He,
Right.
he reminds me of Eddie Guerrero,
Yes.
and I'm like, that's dope.
Right.
I think Theo Von looks cool. It's kind of turning into he's maybe not as great a dude as we thought, but it's okay. But that's okay. I like his hair. There's a comedian named Uncle Laser. I think he looks cool.
I think Theo Von did it originally
To be silly.
to be silly, right?
Yeah.
Because Theo Von was on, I think, let's see, the Road Rules on MTV back in the day. Then he was on The Challenge,
Right.
which is a show I've always watched and
Yeah.
loved. And then he became a stand-up comedian, and then he got a mullet.
Right.
So it's not like he's just been a mullet guy.
Yeah.
But he was like, you know what? And this is before they were the rage that they are now.
Right. I
Like-
think he was kind of a pioneer as
Yeah.
far as bringing them back.
But it was a very intentional, you know what? I'm just going to grow a mullet
Yeah.
because I'm going to be a weird dude and it's going to attract attention. And it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
But now it's like a thing.
It certainly.
And I
He
love Dominic
became
Mysterio.
So cool that it was set in trends.
Yeah. But at Dom's, I think, is also very intentional. Like, he grew a trash stash.
Oh,
just
dude.
everything's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
trashy.
And that's
looking.
like a
It's great.
perfect
He
example of
flexes.
It's all greasy.
Yeah.
the shittier the mullet, the better it can look. Because Dom's got just a shitty
It's
mullet.
long,
you know what I mean?
too,
Yeah.
dude. It's like down to his middle back.
Here's who I feel
gangster.
bad
Yeah.
for these days, and that is young women. young women who have to pick out of a dating pool.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And it's a bunch of these guys
with mullets.
with stupid mullets. And that's who they're looking at. Like,
all right, I'm gonna have children with this man, I guess.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know where else to go with that. We got
Baby's
more
gonna
stuff
be
to talk
born
about.
with a mullet. Just mullets are they're a stylistic choice.
Certainly a
You
choice.
know?
Yeah.
It's and you're trying to convey your personality through your hair,
Right.
and a lot of times it works. I've known a lot of very fun people with mullets, and
Mullets.
very dumb people with mullets as well.
Mullets.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got your fulls, you got your dulls, and it's just that's the way of the world, baby.
I just feel like you're trying to make a statement, and
Yeah.
it's like, I don't like the statement.
No, yeah, I don't like
Like-
what you're saying.
I don't like what you're
At
saying
all.
with
Is
that.
there a hairstyle you would rather bring back?
Flat top buzz cuts.
Just
Yeah,
straight up,
agreed.
boom, boom,
Yep.
Yeah,
Man,
agreed. That's where I
that'd
was
be
going.
great.
Yeah.
like Bill Paxton in
Like-
Weird Science.
Yeah, like Howie Long in the '90s
You know,
period.
you know what I would like to bring back that I wish dudes still did that didn't do. They did. Please, I did like 3 times because I was just stumbling all over. Yeah.
You sounded like that kid.
Have you ever had a dude that
Go ahead.
The George Costanza. You don't see dudes anymore. Like once it starts going, they just
yeah.
buzz it off.
You pull-
now.
yeah,
they
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it real short.
Absolutely.
But guys back in the day,
Would just hold on to it.
bro, they would just grow it out on the
Yeah.
sides. And
Yeah.
they're like, that's my hair. I got it. This is what I got.
Was it J-Rock that said something to Jim Leahy about with your skirted egg?
Skirted egg. Hell yeah.
But I'm like, grow it out on
Yeah.
the sides then. Just side grow it,
you
dude.
you want this to
Yes.
happen more? Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God. I miss it. When you watch old movies and TV shows
It's prevalent.
from
Like,
the 80s and early 90s, yeah.
Sam Kinison had long hair but bald top.
Yes.
Didn't he, like at the end?
I believe.
There was a siren. There was
everybody
an
okay?
emergency outside.
yeah.
Oh my God.
It sounded like a person screaming at
okay.
first. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
terrifying.
But that's what I want to be brought in back.
Brought in. You look like a clown that's off duty.
Yeah.
When your hair's like that, right?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, like you have silly hair, but you also have a 9 to 5.
I miss it.
yeah.
You don't realize how prevalent it was until you go watching some of those old shows and
Right.
movies, and you're like, and all these dudes were like 30,
Oh, dude, isn't that so crazy?
and it made them all look 45.
Everybody looked at least 45
Yeah,
back in the
and that's
day.
why. It's because everybody had that.
Because all the skirted eggs.
Yeah, bring that back.
I didn't mean that one. I meant this one.
Oh, yes.
And I would say something else that is. I no sell some of these sound
okay.
effects because I'm moving the show along.
That's
and
your
then
job.
there's just
It's your job.
a super gross butt explosion.
It's
sound.
the most grotesque
And I'm
noise.
like, what we should talk about now.
Here's hold on, let me do an impression of Eric. You
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
So what else?
That was pretty good. You had the bass and the voice and everything. That was a
It was
pretty good
solid.
one. It was very like,
Thanks.
yeah.
Yeah.
heck yeah.
So,
Moving on.
so I assume if you are that gaseous, you want to get that all out of your system before maybe engaging in some eroticism.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%, dude. That's the thing.
Brad, you picked up your cue. Nice work.
Very much.
Let's do it.
I found this AI-generated kind of erotic literature segment when I had nothing better to do. Nothing better to do on the internet the other day, and I just thought it was hilarious. And my name's in it, guys. I'm a character. So,
Oh,
Did you write this, Brad?
no, I didn't
Okay.
write this at all, but it's it's funny, dude. Check it out, guys. I want to read you some erotic literature, and I want to just hear your reactions
Okay.
about it as it goes.
Deep breath. My
we
God,
go.
are you okay? Are you nervous?
Always, dude. Because the focus is on me now. Pressure's on,
is,
and I
yeah,
just
spotlight.
drank so much coffee.
Some people like that spotlight.
Yeah,
Not
no,
you.
it's warm.
you, Brandon.
I get the shivers when I'm in it.
Have you started reading it?
yeah, we're in it. This
Okay.
is we're at chapter 2.
Oh,
no,
that makes sense.
here we
What's
go,
going
ladies
on
and
downstairs?
about to find out.
Dude, are
Here
you
we
okay?
go. No, here we go. I wish I had background music. All right, here we go. Bradley tore his shirt off like it owed him money. The fabric exploded. Okay, thank you. Exploded into the air, frightened. His chest gleamed like a buttered up rotisserie chicken in a gas station at 2 a.m.
What?
Veronica, he groaned.
Oh.
Voice deeper than a pothole filled with mystery juice. Your body makes my loins do forbidden calculus. Veronica oh, fuck! Hit me with a noof. Veronica gasped so hard she inhaled a moth. Oh, Bradley. Just you standing there has given me 17 orgasms and a mild fever. Bradley did a sexy pose for no reason. The lamp turned off out of sheer intimidation. Prepare, he said, for love.
Get over here!
Before she could respond, gravity took a break. Her clothes vanished into the void, sucked into the ether, like they had an important meeting elsewhere. Bradley's pants dematerialized, leaving him in only socks because physics
Okay, let me stop.
was afraid of him.
Because what I don't like about this is that your name is in it.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it's hard not to picture you.
So
That's what I thought was very funny.
and it's you and it's Veronica from the Archie comics.
There we go.
Who I clearly called dibs on when I was like 8, and it's kind of fucked up that you're doing this right now.
Oh, okay.
I got Veronica, I have Betty Rubble, I have the Pink Ranger,
Yeah,
and anybody else I choose, quite frankly.
sure. Marge Simpson. He likes that homegrown Simpson stuff.
That's my Marge Simpson impression.
So do you guys want
Such an audible, just mouth wet stuff.
Oh my god. So do you want me to change my name in this story?
No, you can keep moving.
Do you want me to move on?
Yeah,
we're
we
we're
can-
getting there.
Yes, we are.
All right.
I'm certainly about to.
Because physics was afraid of him. Behold my love torpedo. Do you want me to just say I instead of Bradley?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I do.
Okay.
And then I was like,
I announced. Thrusting my hips so powerfully in the air. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Thrusting my hips so powerfully, the air wobbled like bad CGI. Veronica's pupils dilated. Oh my God, Bradley, it's humming? Yes, I whispered, flipping my hair dramatically, even though it was only an inch long at the time.
It's not true.
It is fueled by desire and half of a protein shake.
okay.
Then suddenly, we collided like two overcooked spaghetti noodles thrown at a wall. The room shook. The bed gave up and filed for unemployment. The moon blinked twice.
Oh.
What?
I grunted, my muscles flexing so hard they filed a noise complaint. I am the omega of passion, I roared, shaking the very core
I've used that
of
one.
existence.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I've used that
Somewhere
successfully.
a dolphin screamed. The universe.
The dolphin scream.
The universe briefly rebooted.
Okay.
And scene.
And scene.
Ugh.
So I have questions. I'm sorry.
I need a
No,
shower.
yeah, ask,
Yeah.
ask away.
Was that AI? Somebody wrote that? What was that?
That was AI.
God
That was
damn.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very funny.
It was nice. It was
We
some
still
nice
have-
literature. I am.
A long way to go before AI starts taking jobs.
Sure.
'Cause nobody's buying books full of that.
Certainly, yeah.
Not for real purposes.
That was really something, buddy.
It was a trip.
Oh gosh, Bradley, she exclaimed, "Your boner."
Yeah, so that's a weird rabbit hole you went down there with the AI erotic literature.
Dude,
Quite
you
the
know,
thing, yeah.
nothing better to do.
Quite the vet.
Have you guys heard of? Let me see. I downloaded. Braylon told me about it. What's up, bud? Braylon, my son. He's awesome.
Shout outs.
Big dog.
For certain.
The character AI app. Do you guys have that?
I know
Oh,
about.
yeah,
I think Jack
I don't
had
have
or
it.
has it.
So here's what's fun. It's character AI, and it's like people do, I don't know, load their own things in, but there's all these like celebrities that you can basically talk to back and forth, right? And it's funny. And then also, if you have somebody else who has the app, you can get them in talking to each other.
Oh my god! So you can get like Adam Sandler and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, anything.
chat.
Yep.
That's fine.
Anything you want.
Shawshank Redemption.
We had Stone Cold Steve Austin talking to some, I don't know, weird social media influencer person that Braylon knows that he had
Gotcha.
on his phone.
Yeah.
And that was pretty funny.
What?
So, yeah. So anyhow, download that and it's a fun.
will.
It's a fun.
Maybe we'll do that on the show. We'll just let them do our
Hell
jobs
yeah.
for us.
Just
Vince McMahon's
Come up with-
ass.
Does he say stuff like that?
yeah. Whip your ass, all that.
Open up a can of whoop ass on Vince McMahon's ass.
But then he also, there's like a weird glitch in it where he then will go like, he takes a gulp of his beer.
Right. Yeah. That's pretty cool though. That it's still. It does the narration, but it's certainly still Steve Austin
is.
doing stuff.
He's narrating his own self.
Yeah.
And it's so anyhow, that's a fun app to get. So
he
now I've
takes
got-
a sip of his Broken Skull IPA brought to you by the El Segundo Brewing Company. Hell yeah.
Stone Cold.
Vince McMahon's ass.
Vince McMahon's ass.
Do a Steve Austin real quick.
I've done a few.
Do another one. Say Vince McMahon's ass like I did.
Vince McMahon's ass.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Stone Cold's my number one of all time.
Oh God.
Just number one. We're not looking for a top five.
Okay. I
Just
wasn't.
number one of all time. Who is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
Bradley.
Before you answer, think of it this way:
Ooh.
the total package, right?
100%.
As far as in ring and promo work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And-
Stone Cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number one of all time.
It's who else
Has
would
to
it be? Who else could it be? Love the business.
I mean, it could be Cena. Could be The Rock.
I've always had Randy Savage way up there on
Yeah.
my list, but I realize that's because I love him so fucking.
WrestleMania time.
Like-
I think we should all do a top five
I
all time.
love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
that's coming
I
right
don't know.
up.
I think
Yes,
the guys doing their promo work nowadays are like so fucking good at. Cody Rhodes is just so fucking good at it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, CM Punk is out there just real fucking
CM Punk.
good at
Right.
it. The promo work's out of this world nowadays. I was thinking about this the other day. Obviously, people like The Rock and Stone Cold are up there at the tippy top. But like when you get into watching old Raw episodes and stuff, and it's just some rando week back in '98, and you see him doing stuff, you see him flub stuff a little bit more. and
yeah.
It's like not as polished as you remember it, especially compared to how polished it is nowadays.
Oh, you're fast forwarding Bob Holly every time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, specifically,
Dale.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're fast
specifically,
forwarding Savio Vega every time.
specifically The Rock's promos and Stone Cold's promos. Like they're not as clean cut
Right.
as you'd think they are.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
rewatch it and you're like, oh man, that's the third time he said that thing in a row right there.
Whoops.
It's just very fucking entertaining to watch, which is the point.
I was talking to Jack because Jack hadn't seen all the cool stuff with John Cena from last. We'll wrap this up.
okay,
soon.
yeah.
Sorry.
And hit the wrestling button if you have it.
if you
just
have it.
for Christ's sake.
But don't worry. Ultimately,
It's okay.
hit
if you
any
don't.
button.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So I had to show Jack. You know, I'm like, this crazy thing happened. You need to see it. And we watched the whole Elimination Chamber match, and I'm just telling him kind of what the storylines are, you know, going into the match and stuff. And I'm very enthusiastic, clearly. And he's like, it's pretty good nowadays, huh? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, honestly, dude, I think this is the best it's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
And I really thought about it, and I think I'm right, because the in-ring stuff is so great. You know, I think wrestling matches are so like meticulously thought out, like down to a
Right.
scientific level on as to like this is the part where we are going to make people feel this way, and then we're going to shift it around and make them feel like this, like. But then on top of that, the character work is through the woof through the woof right now. I think it's the best it's ever been.
I agree with that.
They are once again allowing people to write their own promos and work on their own characters, and on top of that, the athleticism is fucking top notch. It's the best it's ever been.
It is.
Attitude Era is seen through rose tinted glasses. The fucking matches were garbage.
Right.
The actual wrestling matches were the worst part of the show.
The Attitude Era was a cool evolution of the business, and it was a very entertaining thing to witness. But what we have nowadays is like a real true to form renaissance in the sense that the art is improving greatly, and has improved. It's just really good product nowadays in all facets.
Real quick, I'm about to walk that back just a bit. They weren't all garbage. I'm sorry. Once Kurt Angle came in,
I was gonna let you guys get this out.
No, that's fine. And then we can move on for it.
Yeah,
fuck it.
And then weigh in, because top to bottom now, it's better than it was then.
Yeah.
Back then, it was very top heavy.
Yeah.
Very, very top heavy.
Right.
But you were looking at guys like Stone Cold, The Rock, Mick Foley, Triple H, Kurt Angle, Jericho. Like, all these guys were top guys who could have been the top guy. And back then, there was like one title.
Right.
And so now there's two and we are, what's cool is we're there again now, where you have so many guys who could be the top, which is a good place to be in.
Great problem to have. Real quick question: how about a fresco?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, it's Spanish for French.
But when you look at the bottom of the card, then, and you've got Crash Holly out there fighting Raven, and it's like, what is this garbage?
Yeah.
Now the bottom of the card is the Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
And I hate them.
I still don't know how I feel about them, because I fast forward.
Right. Yeah. But it is like mid card. I mean, it is like the strength of the whole roster is much better now. It's not just spot fests anymore like it was a few years ago. They're actually telling some stories.
It's scientific now, dude.
Yeah.
The difference, if you go back and watch, and we are nerding out on this, but whatever, I'm leaning into it because I do love it.
Fuck them. You know what I mean?
The difference when you go back and watch then, and what we're getting more into now, which is cool, is you watched a lot of that stuff going, man, do these guys really not like each other? Which was cool.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the matches in the ring, technically and scientifically, they weren't as, athletic or great of wrestlers.
It was just a lot of punches and brawling.
It looked more like a fight.
Very true.
Which it looked more like a believable fight.
Right.
Which was cool.
I'm into that. I support that.
Right. And it's like there was less unnecessary flipping and cartwheeling around and stuff.
Sure.
Because who would do that in real life?
I might.
I like it.
I can do some.
I like the flipping and the cartwheeling. I think
Athletically, it's
super cool.
fun to watch. But if I'm trying to believe that two people are fighting,
if you're trying to suspend that disbelief,
it was much easier to do then, because they presented it more like it was an actual fight.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that was the difference. Anyhow, if you only had one condiment you could have for the rest of your life,
wow,
what would that condiment be? You want me to start so there's not silence?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
and then we'll build from there. What do you guys think? For me, it would be barbecue sauce.
Oh God, it's not that for me.
Why would it be barbecue sauce, Eric Pedigo?
Allow me.
Who else?
For one, right? I can dip all my chicken in it.
Fair.
All my chicken
Every
can be
kind
done.
of chicken.
Yeah, I can do barbecue wings, delish. Just grilled chickie with barbecue sauce, delish. Chicken sandwich, barbecue sauce, delish. Chicken nuggies, barbecue sauce, delish. You know what I can do? I can put barbecue on my burgers.
Nah.
Oh, barbecue bacon burgers?
I don't like
brother?
it. I don't like it.
Back up.
You throw an onion ring on
Believe
there?
me.
Bro.
If you throw an onion ring on that thing,
Be better.
I'm there.
Right?
It.
Yeah.
I don't like when people put a big ass onion ring and bargy pew.
See? Look at what I knew that was
What
coming.
a fucking dumb motherfucker, dude. This dude fucking sucks.
For me,
dude.
it's real good. Also, You can slather barbecue on a pizza if you want, like a barbecue chicken bacon pizza.
I abhor.
Okay.
I abhor barbecue sauce on pizzas. But you know what, Eric?
You can.
I will defend to the death your right to do so.
Yeah,
So,
you can dip your fries in barbecue. Also delish. For me, I'm telling you, that's what it is.
that's dope.
I know what I'm giving up.
I think that's a fair opinion.
Right.
And boy, you rationalized it to all of us with great care.
So
and I appreciate that.
find me a more versatile. Go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Because I said four.
Fucking dumb.
But also, I do have one.
A more versatile condiment.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Ranch.
Okay.
I put that shit on everything.
That's
Something that's been passing through my mind. But I get why you didn't ranch, because it's not as universal.
Oh, God.
I'm so fucking dumb. It's not as universally applicable as barbecue is.
Right.
Barbecue's got a lot of facets to it. In terms of like, you're going to get the most use out of barbecue. I can see that compared to ranch.
What do I dip all of my chicken products into?
Ranch.
But
But
what do I put onto a chicken patty sandwich with a little bacon on it?
so fried chicken, ranch. Gotcha. Right? We get that. Makes sense.
I did not deserve.
You didn't.
your
You don't deserve my
snappy
hey,
ire.
shut the fuck up,
Right.
dude.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
opinion's bad, dude.
I know you dip your wings in ranch, but
Yeah.
first you toss them in something, in a different condiment.
Yeah, buffalo.
Yeah, condiment.
It's delicious, but that's not my universal condiment.
What I'm saying, if it's just a naked wing dipped in ranch, not as good.
True, but at least it'll taste like ranch.
Okay.
I don't want it to taste like barbecue. I literally told. I think I was talking to Brethany about this a few days ago. I've realized later in my life, I don't really care about barbecue sauce, you guys. I don't care about it.
Sure.
Ribs.
Yeah, fuck.
Well,
you're right.
yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Here's how I'll answer this question, because I don't necessarily just have a straight up favorite condiment, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, aside, like, I could say something like ranch because it goes on everything. Right? If you put a bowl of whatever the best barbecue sauce is, in your opinion, in front of me, and a bowl of the ranch that you make in front of me, it's just a really good house ranch, right? And you were like, hey, take one of these with you, but you can only have one. I'm taking his bowl of ranch.
Taking that ranch. Taking the ranch.
question was not what is your favorite or what is
I
the
thought
best.
it was what I thought
It
that
is
was the
if
question.
you could only have one for the rest of your life.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Which
probably,
is a different thing.
Yeah, ranch.
probably still that
It's
ranch.
ranch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ranch.
But all of your reasons are super valid.
Absolutely.
I'm just looking for versatility,
Right.
right?
Right. Because then you're way less likely to get burnt out on it, because you could do pulled pork. You could do...
It is.
Also, there's different variations. There's a sweet,
butt.
there's a
Certainly.
spicy, there's a...
But hold on, though. Nope, fuck that. I don't like how you're doing that. If it's you can only have one for the rest of your life, you have to choose the sweet or the spicy.
I
or
agree
the
with
savory.
that. Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, I'm choosing barbecue sauce because
I'm
they
not
have-
like, dude, I got Chipotle ranch. I got fucking avocado
so then,
ranch.
yeah,
The whole
If that's the
conversation is
case-
versatility.
if that's the case, then
It's
I'm
a
choosing.
versatile sauce.
This isn't an argument.
Picking more than one. We're picking more than
This
one.
isn't an argument. This is an Eric, that being the case, I want to revise my answer, buddy, because now I have a different way of looking at it.
Okay.
That being the case, I would choose mayo because I can make any variety of aiolis out of it and stuff
There
too.
you go. See, now
Okay.
we're splitting hairs.
That's fair. That's
Right.
okay. This is... allow your creative brain to be creative.
Right.
This is a
I like
kangaroo
this now.
court.
No, he just opened up our whole
kangaroo
world,
court.
Yeah,
dude.
it's okay.
I feel like my third eye just opened. Oh, that was my fourth eye, baby.
I've got four eyes.
Yeah, no, I do a mayo then, because then I can twist it one way or
mayo.
another to work with something somehow.
So, quick lift a bit.
Okay.
There's podcasts I listen to where it's been a couple years now, but I still want to give them credit. It was Levitar, which is I listen to it the most. But their question was, if you could shoot one condiment out of each finger on one hand, and those were the only condiments you could have for the rest of your
Certainly.
life, what would those be?
Dude. Okay, are we doing
So
this?
basically your top 5, but those are the only ones you can ever use
Right.
again. I mean,
Okay.
barbecue, obviously. for
Yeah,
me.
barbecue makes the list for me. I got
Yeah.
barbecue coming out of my thumb. I
Yep.
have ranch coming out of my index.
I'm with you, barbecue and ranch.
My middle finger has mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise on
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Also mayonnaise, yeah.
I mean, just to keep it safe, I would do ketchup. scratch that. I would do honey mustard.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And then I would do...
I only like that on my nuggies, really, though.
That's fair, but when you can't have
Important
it...
enough,
When
yeah.
you can't have it on your nuggies, it's kind of sad. When I get McNuggies, I get the fucking... Well, no, never
go
mind.
hot
I get hot
mustard.
mustard, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, I like honey mustard a lot. And then my fifth would be like an Italian dressing for salads and sandwiches.
In Italian, hey?
And then you can marinate stuff.
I can
like
marinate stuff. Boom. This hand is ready to go. And this
You
hand
only get one hand.
is raring to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want to tell me how many hands I have?
I'm barbecue. I'm mayo. I'm probably buffalo. I'm ranch. And I think I got to go ketchup.
I'm probably the same.
And mustard can beat it.
Yeah, I want to replace my honey mustard with buffalo.
Here's
That's
what
a
I'm
good
going to
call.
miss. Does cheese sauce count?
No,
I-
it's not
no.
cotton
Sure?
cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
You're telling me nacho cheese sauce is not a
No,
condiment?
because they charge you extra for that.
Right. Yeah. it's
They charge you extra.
They charge you extra for a cup of cheese.
it's in the same realm. You dip stuff into it.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's
not a
okay. Check it out.
condiment.
Condiment. You
put
can
it on
buy
a
it
hot
in a
dog.
plastic bottle and keep it in your fridge for months. There's 0 kinds of cheese sauce you can do that with. Don't correct me because I'm probably wrong.
Here's what I'm missing in life.
Okay.
Sriracha.
Ooh, bitch! I love sriracha.
I love sriracha.
Oh, you
dude.
bitch! I love sriracha.
Wow.
God dang it!
Sriracha's got a rooster on the bottle.
Yeah, that's boy. You are right.
Hell yeah.
About
That's
that.
a great point, Brad.
Brad, what are you shooting out of your fingers, bud?
Pretty much the same things. Let's go ketchup,
Yeah.
mayo, ranch. We'll do I'm gonna do Caesar because I don't want to give up.
Caesar?
I don't want to give up Caesar salads. I love a fucking Caesar salad so hard.
Do dressings count? I don't know if we even count dressings because ranch is crossed over. I know
Gotcha.
we're saying ranch, but ranch is crossed over into not just a dressing.
right.
Yeah. Okay, that
You
makes
know what
sense.
I mean?
I'm only using Caesar for salads. It's not like I'm
Exactly.
dipping other things in it or putting it on bread. Okay, fine. I can still have Caesar. This list doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I think you can take Italian out of your finger too.
Yeah, take
All right, well,
take
just
your Italian.
Put
finger.
honey mustard.
Better
back
than
in.
taking your finger out of an Italian, am I right?
Hey, hot jambalaya.
Taking it out.
That being the case, that kind of changes my hand a little bit.
Sorry. I'll be going now.
It's a me.
Oh, bellissimo. My hand would be the exact same as yours then, Eric Pedigo.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I ain't talking about
Ain't talking
it.
about
I feel
it.
like there's some glaring omissions I'm not thinking of that later in life I'd be like, hey, son of a bitch.
Right,
I've only
right.
got these 5 in my fingers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I really
Oh,
want
yeah.
this and I can't think of what it is.
I
but-
definitely need.
Cocktail sauce, for sure.
No, I don't need
well,
that at all.
shellfish
cocktails
allergy.
Never, ever.
Oh,
Do I need that?
damn,
Yep.
dude.
Oh, marinara.
I'm fine.
Okay, but when I'm having like a nice mozzarella stick or
Yeah,
something,
I'm fine on those.
You
two.
can ranch that.
you can ranch that up.
can
Boom,
ranch
I'm
that
good.
up for sure.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese.
I mean, that's probably fire.
That shit's so
Realistically,
good.
you know what?
Oh no, I
Let's do it.
I consider that a premium condiment, so I don't include it on this list. But whatever.
It is premium. You're right. You got to pay extra for it. Cheese sauce comes with the premium subscription.
Here's something I'm wondering about you guys. Have we got enough out of this condiment bit?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Certainly. But except for one thing.
Okay.
Sounds like condoms at first, and it's really funny when someone says condiment.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Dong bag for your food though.
Yeah. Dong bags is my favorite term for condom.
Absolutely. Is it because of...
It's because of Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does he say?
Babe.
Yeah.
Babe.
Might pick up a box of dong bags. Maybe we can knock boots
Maybe
later.
we can
huh?
knock boots later.
Yeah.
Will Forte's hilarious.
That's close. Will Arnett.
Oh, yeah. So, I knew what I was doing there.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I figured I just wanted to...
Yep.
Okay.
So, we go back, and I listen to all of our podcasts, as I'm sure you guys do.
Oh, yeah.
also.
I love this show. I'm not kidding when I say welcome to the greatest show on earth.
Yeah.
I also do a couple of other podcasts, no big deal, but I listen to those as well. Mm-hmm. And have you guys picked up on any verbal crutches that you have?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
100%. You know what I mean?
I can.
That's mine.
Is it?
as well. I say, you know what I mean, so fucking much on the show and off the show.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Because blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Oh, dude, and I'm like all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then like, and they're like, I fucking hate it. I hate it.
I literally had just finished last week's episode like an hour before you sent that text to the group chat.
Yeah.
And I had already caught on to how many fucking times I said, you know what I mean?
Oof.
In that last episode. And I'm like, oh, this is about me. Oh, no.
It's not. So it's not about you because
it is about me. Apparently, I think is what he was.
no, it's about everyone because
Right.
I do it too.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't catch yours.
Right.
I just hear mine.
Yeah.
Right. I don't hear yours or yours.
Right.
either.
And so you guys saying that is like, right. And
Music to your ears.
here's what I've noticed because when I listen to my other ones too, everybody, instead of saying I said or they said,
I was like.
yeah, they
and
were
then
like, I was like, and then I'm like, and then I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm like, and then they're like,
Dude, the word like in general is used so fucking much.
yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's an insert into sentences. Like we put it in there.
Yeah.
We say it, and now we're all going to hear it.
Yep.
When we all say it, because
God
I brought
damn
it
it.
up, and I'm sorry.
We should not have done this.
I know what you mean.
So
I think it'll-
annoying to listen to.
I think ultimately it will make us better at this job.
it will.
Okay. But gosh darn it. It's hard not to say like a bunch.
It is.
And now when I do, or when either of you do, I'm going to be like,
You are going to be like that
ah!
because you're an idiot.
God damn
You
it.
don't know how to talk good. You say stupid things all the time.
Such a stupid dumb talker.
And that's
Dumb talking ass.
I wonder if part of that comes from. I just remember it specifically from when I was younger in English class or whatever in elementary school. The teacher would be doing something similar to. That's me avoiding some like right there.
There you
A little
go.
hard.
Yeah.
Teacher'd be like, when you're speaking or writing or whatever, trying to talk clearly, don't cover your tracks or your mistakes with when you're hesitating.
that's a big one too.
Or when you're trying to come up with something to say, don't say just if anything, be quiet.
Yeah,
So
you
I
don't
think
have to fill that space.
right, all of us replaced with like,
You are 100% right.
so we don't sound like fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Is also a big one, and it gets put in there too. There's
Right.
a lot of ums.
I think that's unavoidable sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Avoidable.
I almost said, you know what I mean?
And that's okay. That can happen because we're humans, and this is what humans sound like.
It sucks.
But
It
when you-
sucks that we sound this way.
When you hear yourself, you feel like you're an idiot.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Can I just
yeah.
say words?
Yeah.
Why do I, in the middle of all my words, go like?
Why do I need the validation after every 3 sentences to make sure that the person indeed knows what I mean?
Indeed.
Something else that I do
I just said
when I do my real estate podcast, there's an interaction. We're just talking about real estate,
for real.
but a lot of the real estate for real. It's a great podcast. You should check it out. But they all start off. Usually, the first half kind of goes like an interview,
yeah.
where I'm asking them questions about themselves, how they get into the business, and then we just kind of get into a free flowing conversation.
Are you ever like, how much money do you have in your bank?
Yeah.
Because of this. How rich are you?
We do make jokes about how rich we are because that's the perception.
That's dope.
right.
Yeah.
That we have so much money.
Sure.
And
And
it's-
just roll
we
in
live
it.
these lavish lifestyles.
You
because-
swan dive into
'cause-
piles of coins.
Yeah, because of these stupid TV shows that make everybody think that every time we sell a house, we get a.
$1 million.
Yeah, right.
Flat rate.
Yeah, well, I made $300,000 in my last commission, so whatever.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but
Living the high life. So when are you going on your cruise? How's that?
I don't give those dates out
okay.
on. But
He's not going on a cruise.
yep, not going on a cruise. There will always be someone at my house.
Yep.
But something I found that I do, it's okay, buddy, is I go, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. When I'm talking to people and they answer a question, I go, oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I say that's awesome at least 30 times per episode.
It is such a polite interviewer
Yeah.
thing to do. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what I do, and I hear it.
Yeah.
And the other agents listen, and I get a lot of great feedback.
Sure.
They say, "Hey, that's great." They're not like, "Hey, that's great." They say, "Hey, that's a great podcast, and you do such a great job." And
You
I'm
do.
feeling. All I did was say that's awesome 35 times.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you figured it out, buddy. You got the formula down now. So
But verbal crutches are such a weird thing that we all have. And it's when you listen to yourself in recordings, it becomes so glaringly obvious.
Yeah.
That I thought it'd be fun to talk about. And I also wanted to point them out to you guys and let you know that it's not as bad as you feel like it is.
Right.
well, thank
when
you.
you listen
Yeah.
to
Thank you
yourself.
for giving that to me.
I've honestly never noticed either of you
Right.
guys having them.
Yeah.
I certainly noticed that I say, you know what I mean? So like
Oh,
too much.
Me
And I'm trying
as
to walk
well.
it back. I'm trying to backtrack on
Me
it.
as well. Wow, that's great.
At least we,
was nice.
none
This
of
was a
us
nice
have the
conversation.
whatnot,
Oh, fuck you.
the whatnot verbal
Yeah,
crutch.
yeah. Don't say whatnot. to
Oh
me.
God!
Don't ever say that.
I mean, I use whatnot. Apparently, just not on the podcast though, because you guys aren't fucking liquid pissed at me.
It's okay if you say it sometimes. Liquid.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you use that as a repeated verbal crutch, oof, that's a tough one to sit through. As
You can get right out of my town.
Sorry,
If that's how you
guys. I like a nice whatnot. I like a whatsoever and whomsoever every now and then. Like
What?
I like whatsoever.
it's just a me thing, I guess.
It is a you
I guess
thing,
I'll
yeah,
shut
yeah.
the fuck up. You know, it's
You are a
long time listener, first
Here's-
time caller.
I'll hang up and listen.
here's how I'd like to end this today,
Okay.
because I don't think there's a bunch we can get into, but I think it's fun to talk about with you guys because I'm sure you've noticed it. Watching movies, watching TV, anytime a character has to take a pill of any sort or prescription,
Yeah.
anything, how come they just raw dog that?
Oh
How
yeah.
come they don't ever drink it down with water?
Yeah.
How come they swallow it or even worse,
Chew on
they
it.
chew it up?
Oh.
Why is that such a common thing in cinema?
I don't know.
I do not know.
Chewing on pills is such a tough guy maneuver.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I understand it breaks down and gets into your bloodstream quicker, and that's
Right.
probably what they're going after.
Yeah, you should snort it. Tough guy.
Yeah.
Snort it.
Yeah.
Put it right on your brain.
Fucking
Yeah, that's
brain
weird.
water.
I've
Fuck that.
honestly never noticed that.
Well,
But now I'm
now you're
I'm
gonna.
fully aware of
know,
it. Yeah, because you were 100% correct.
A question I have at that point is why don't we see more suppositories in film?
They just.
Keister it. Yeah.
They go,
Yeah. Prison glove.
they go,
That accent.
and that's the scene.
Yucky. Yeah. That was gross. Yeah, what the heck? Huh?
It's so weird,
Yeah.
dude. It's such a weird thing. And
Yeah.
I noticed it years and years ago. So now every time we're watching something, I'll look to my wife and say, why are they doing this?
Very nice.
Why are they always
Right.
just
Just wash it down, bud.
Yeah.
So much
Just
easier.
and
take
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
just bro, just
That was
there's a sink.
unnecessary.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you guys good at taking pills?
Oh, I'm great. Yeah.
I fucking struggle.
I can knock them down.
Like, I'll have it in my mouth with a mouthful of whatever I'm washing it down with for a solid 10 seconds. And I have to, like,
It's in your head.
I know. And the reason that it's in my head is because when I was super young, I was prescribed fucking horse pills. They were huge. And I was like 6,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. And Dad was mad at me about it.
Well, it makes sense.
And
Still is.
and he's like, you gotta though. It's the thing,
Still
you
is.
gotta. And it got stuck in my throat. I fucking choked on a pill, and I was like 6. I caught it. It's fine.
Good.
And
I survived.
And I think about it every single time that I take a pill, even if it's a little
so
teeny
that's-
tiny ibuprofen. I'm still like, I'm thinking 3, 2, 1, go. Shit. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Fuck. All right.
Oh.
This time
I mean,
it's for
the
real.
secret
3,
is you
2,
just swallow it.
I know what the secret is, dude, but my body's like,
All right.
you're gonna die.
Have you ever tried not using water?
Oh, just raw
swallow,
dogging?
yeah.
Absolutely not.
Raw dogging it.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
See how bad that is, and then just
Jack-
you'll be like, "Fuck water."
Jack will take pills that way. He just, I'm good, and then he like gets some
Oh, he gets them
fucking
all
spit
wet.
going. and then just tosses it down and just lives his life like he's a normal guy. And I'm like, hey, buddy, just use water.
There's an easier way.
Use water.
It's got to taste so bad.
I hear that thing moving down your throat. You know what I mean? I fucking said, you know what I mean.
Ah, damn it! That was like
What?
so bad.
How long have we been doing this?
An hour and 10 minutes. We're done.
All right. Yeah.
We're done. Unless you guys have something else you want to.
I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to cut it short. But the next time we do an episode, there is a really fun story that I want to share on the show.
We'll send it to the group chat.
I did.
You did?
3 weeks ago, and you still haven't brought it up. But
Whoa, I missed it then. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's
What,
okay.
What is
It'll
it?
probably be a long story.
Yeah, it'll be.
I forget exactly.
Male
which one it
country
was,
singer
but-
names.
It'll be It's okay. We'll talk about it off the air.
Wrestling.
No,
No.
we'll talk about it off the air.
What am I supposed to do?
That one.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we didn't talk about it, and we didn't talk about it this week either, but it was still a really good episode, even though my ideas are ignored.
I have been
Sorry,
your
buddy.
host,
been
Bradley Bodine. I'd like to thank my guests, Eric Pedigo and Nick Pedigo, for joining me today on this episode
Thanks,
of Derailed.
thanks for having us.
You're
This was
just
a
a
dream
couple
come
of
true.
fantastic put her there, Eric.
Absolutely.
Fantastic gentlemen.
I enjoyed it, fellas.
And I'm happy to share this table with them.
Greatest show on earth. How about a fresca?
Spanish for French.
That's a good visual there. Watch the YouTubes.
Watch the YouTubes.
Check us out on YouTube. Enjoyed it.